I started my business around 5 years ago, which is selling products on Amazon and build an education program around it. And one of the most common questions I get is, should I start a business? Well, it seems like a great idea to go out and start a business. I think that 99% of people probably shouldn't, or at least you should ask yourself these 3 questions before trying. Number 1 would be, are you willing to sacrifice certain things in your life? Because to start a business, you are going to have to dedicate a lot of time and energy into that one thing for a long period of time. I'd say this is probably one of the hardest things to do because this can affect a lot of your relationships with friends and even your close family. Because the majority of people aren't going to believe in you in the beginning, and a lot of people won't think it's realistic, which it's not. You have to make sure you don't listen to those people or really put an emphasis on their opinions, because if they're not in the ideal lifestyle that you want to be living, there's no point of listening to them. So are you willing to sacrifice some relationships in return for you being able to focus on one thing for a long period of time? Number 2 is, why are you doing this? Really important to figure out what your big why is, because that is what is going to get you up and motivated every single day, even when you're failing, which inevitably you will. It doesn't really matter what it is. It can literally be as simple as, I just want to make a lot of money. For me, I would say it was probably making a lot of money, having the freedom, and being able to give to the loved ones around me. I will say, if you have an actual desire to build something for yourself and you enjoy something like sales, this does help a lot, because I think a lot of people who get into it purely for the sake of making money probably have a more difficult time sticking with it long term, because if they don't actually enjoy it a lot, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get through the times when you are failing. With that being said, if your desire to make money is so big, this should be able to motivate you every single day. Number 3 is, are you emotionally reactive? I'm not saying you can't start a business if you are emotionally reactive, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to grow it and maintain it. I think the reason why I was able to go through the failures that I went through was because I worked on my mindset before actually diving in and taking action on the skills. Because there's going to be a lot of failures along the way and a lot of shit that pisses you off, it is going to be so important for you not to react emotionally. Because truthfully, the people around you and the clients that you might be serving don't give a shit what's going on in your life. If you can't continue to serve them with what they paid you for, or whatever service it is you're providing, then you're probably not going to run a business for very long. If you do want to start a business, or the idea of it sounds good, I would ask yourself those 3 questions first.